What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Panda MX5 channel, and today my new wheels for the Oreo Miata just showed up, so we're going to unbox those right now. Alright guys, so these are 949 Racing 6ULs. They are 15 by 12 with a positive 12 offset. As you can see, they are very wide. There's a hand for reference, and I have decently large hands. So they're plenty big. I'm going to be running a 205/50/15 tire on these. It's going to be a lot of stretch. So we're going to get those mounted up here within the near future. But for right now, we're going to go test fit one of these on the car, see how much fender work I'm going to have to do. We're not doing over fenders or wide body of any sort on this car. I'm a big fan of stock body with really wide wheels tucked under it. So we'll be playing around with that, seeing how much fender work I'm going to have to do. So let's go ahead and test fit one. Alright, so now we're out in the garage. I've got the Miata jacked up. I got the front wheel taken off. Here it is next to my new 12 for comparison. As reference, this is a by 9. That's a by 12. So we got a decent amount of difference going on there. These are rim to rim right on this side, so this is all the extra. So right now we're just going to throw that on there, see what it looks like, see how much modification I'm going to have to do to make these fit. Alright, here goes the test fit, trial number 1. I think we're golden. Let me throw some lug nuts on there real quick just to hold it. Then I'm going to lower the car down, see how it sits with the fender when the camber adjusts. Check my clearance on the inside edge, and then go from there. Okay, so test fit is a success. I'm running 0 spacers at this point. Everything, that's just straight on the hub. I have clearance on the inside and outside. Got a tape measure here. I'm going to go measure all my clearances, check out how it all looks, make sure everything's not going to hit anything when it hits bumps or whatever. Then we're going to grab some blocks, lower the car down, see how the wheel sits with the fender, see what kind of fender work I'm going to have to do to make them actually have good fitment. So right off the bat, sticking out of the fender is about 2.5 inches, looks like, straight from the top. Yeah, right there. And then if we go on the inside up in here, between the spring and the rim is about 3/4 of an inch, looks like. So that's plenty of room. So now I'm going to grab some blocks, figure out how I want to set this up, and then lower the car down and see what it looks like. Alright, so that's about how it's sitting. It can't go all the way down because the jack is still under there. But that's definitely decent. It's gone down quite a lot as the camber increased. We're down to about 1.25 inches straight from the top now. So that's definitely workable. With the 205/50, as much stretch as I'm planning on running, this will probably be able to tuck up there very nicely. So what I'm going to try now, I'm going to try a different approach. I'm going to jack it back up. Put the stand under, put the jack under the wheel with a towel on it, and just jack this individual wheel up, see if that works. Because I want to get it a lot closer like how my usual fitment is, just so I can kind of play with ideas and see what I'm going to have to do. Ooh, it's touching. Touching on the inside. Okay, we're gonna have to reevaluate a little. That's actually decent right there. That's not bad at all. Okay, so running into an issue where the inside of the wheel is hitting the spring on my coilover right there when it jacks up because it gains so much negative camber. So we're either going to have to remove some negative camber, which I don't think is that bad of an idea because that fitment was already pretty good and I like it to poke a lot. So removing some camber when I get in alignment, which I will after I get everything all set up, is not that bad of an idea. So I think for now we're going to call it good and move on to the rear, see what kind of issues we have there. Alright, so now we're moving on to the rear. I've gotten the car jacked up, taken the wheel off already. So we're just going to go ahead, slide this on. I've removed my spacers already and see what kind of issues we run into back here. Man, that is close. Hold on just a moment. So I just took the e-brake off, took it out of gear, so now I can turn it, see what kind of stuff we're hitting on. I'm gonna throw some lug nuts on here real quick, then we'll jack this wheel up, see how it sits, see what kind of stuff we're gonna have to modify to make them fit in the rear. Okay, so it's on there at full droop. It doesn't hit, it's super close on the inside here. Outside is fine, obviously. We don't have to steer in the rear, so there's way less options to consider here, just basically fender fitment. So right now I'm just going to jack it up real slow, check out the back, see how close it gets. Pretty sure it's going to hit on these bolts right here. I'm going to find out what they're for. I might be able to take them out. But anyways, here we go. Let's see what kind of fitment we have in the rear. And there it touches. Definitely on those bolts right there for sure. And then as it goes up, it's probably going to get even closer and touch this, even if these bolts are out of the way. So what we're probably going to end up doing is removing some camber and running a combo of spacers as well. Probably nothing crazy. I don't want it to poke out too much. It's already poking a lot. Once I get a tire mounted on here, I'll be able to play with it more, figure out what kind of setup we want to run. But definitely removing some camber and then adding a tiny bit of spacer as well, just so it barely clears on the inside. I want as little out here as possible because it already sticks out way more than my old wheels did. So I'm going to make this like paper fitment in the back so it just clears and then figure out the outside afterwards. We are definitely going to have to run a little bit more pull. I'm not running fender flares on the car, so we're definitely going to pull these out a little more, play with the fronts as well, get them pulled out more, flare them a little bit. But other than that, that's probably it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Next one, we'll have the tires mounted, start playing with it a little more. Next video will be that, a little bit more playing around. We'll have tires mounted. Again, I'm going to be running a 205/50/15 on here. So anyways, we'll see you in the next one.